Hello everyone, Amanda here. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I'm going to be sharing a quick flip through of my completed Country Gingham journal. So this was my April Journaling Joy collection. I do my journals quite clean and simple. I do them a little bit different to most journal makers. So hopefully you can get some ideas and inspiration, and I can show you how your journals don't have to be full to bursting. They can be and it looks awesome, and I do that as well. But on these monthly ones, I like to keep them simple because the idea is that they are writing journals. So I've done tutorials on everything. The playlist is in the description box below. I've done a chipboard cover and I've decorated it quite simple. And throughout this journal, all I've used is the items that's in the collection. Okay, very little else. Because I want my members that get these collections, I want them to get the same results as me. So if I start using loads of lace and die cuts and, making it really fancy, then they might feel like they can't make it look the same. Okay, so that's why another reason why they're quite simple. So I made a lot of handmade embellishments with very basic shapes and just using the papers. And we've got this interactive section in the front and in the back. And I do these because I keep my pages quite simple. So I like to make these a little bit fancy. So these flaps here are magnetised. There's a full tutorial with all the measurements in the playlist. And so I've just made simple cards using the papers, so pretty. And then the embellishments for pull tabs. Okay, very simple. Sometimes simple is the best. Get in, you slippery little sucker. And you can see all these layers going on. Okay, so on the back of here, we've got an embellishment used as a pocket, and I've just made a simple tag. I actually glued it in there by accident, so it's torn. I'll have to make another one. And then use the embellishments for toppers. And then when you fold it, you can see all of the layers. So I like that idea. And then here we've got another pocket with another card. Just using the papers, very simple. I've left them blank on the back. You could use them as photo mats or journaling cards. Or you can just have them because they're pretty. I've added a tab because when you add tabs, it indicates that it does something, that it moves. It makes the whoever's seeing it think, oh, right, okay, what happens if I pull that? Okay. So it's not just for decoration, it's for function as well. And then here I used one of my little Polaroid frames that I made very simply. There's a tutorial on it, very, very simple journaling card. Just shrinking the papers down to a page. They're just so pretty, these papers. I absolutely love them, and in my favourite colours. Simple pocket with some larger journaling cards or photo mats, which again shows off the paper beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I've just matted them plainly on the back. So simple but beautiful. Okay, clean and simple. It looks fresh and crisp, and the colours are pretty. Handmade embellishment. I hand drew the little leaves, punched them out and then hand drew them. Same with the flowers. Okay, so that goes like that. No, it's that way. And then click, it's magnetised. So the pages, like I say, are quite simple, but on some of the pages I've added some little bits of decoration. Really simple banners, just using up leftovers and scraps. I try not to have anything major left over when I make these collections. I'm very careful how much I print out, and I'll use the leftovers to make simple embellishments like this. Now all it is a 2x3 rectangle, and you cut it into a banner. Another one there, heart punch, butterfly punch. So simple, but it makes that page look pretty. But for most of it, I would just let the papers do the work. Okay, so here's the double pocket that I made. And it is, if we undo that, it's hinged like so, but you can't see the seam. And we've got a little journaling card in there. And then have I put anything in that one? I've left that one empty. I leave a lot of pockets empty so that whoever gets the journal can fill it with their things rather than me fill it with, nonsense. Little pocket there, the envelope pocket with a little embellishment that you can lift in and out, and you can also slip a small tag behind. So loads of room for writing. You know, if you want to journal daily, or you want to bullet journal or plan or do a gratitude journal, or you want to sketch, or you want to do Bible studies, you need plain pages. You can't, you know, do that on heavily decorated pages. So I keep them very basic. But the papers are so beautiful. Look at this, with the lovely poker. Absolutely stunning. We've got the little dragonfly there. Really, really beautiful papers. I decided to print this one on vellum because I just think it's lovely with these two little girls running in the spring meadow with their kite. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love gingham. And there's the middle of the first signature, and we've got this beautiful spread showing off the stunning papers. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. And this is why it's called Country Gingham, because it's the countryside and it's got gingham. So there we go. Okay. And then more of the beautiful papers, just letting the pages do the work. And then here we've got the slide hidden journaling pocket. I can't remember what I called it. Sliding pocket with hidden journaling. And then you've got some tags, very simply cut from the collection. That just bob in there, and I created them with tabs already on and some stitching. And then we've decorated here with some of the embellishments. You can tuck something behind there if you want. Okay, so they go back in there. I did a tutorial on that. These pages are just gorgeous. We're into the second signature, and here I was using up leftovers that I'd cut for things, and I had odd bits left, and I thought, right, what can I do? So I made some very simple pockets. Okay, rounded the corners, punched out a couple of hearts. How easy is that? Banner, that's just a 1/2 inch strip of scrap leftovers and some words. Okay, if you're one of my members, check out the word soup collection. There's heaps and heaps and heaps of words, inspirational words in there for you to add to, and they'll go in any journal. They're non-specific. Okay, let's love this little girl planting. She's lovely. And then here again, I'm using up leftovers. So I had this paper and there was some left over. What can I do? I can make a simple belly band. I've broken up this busy pattern with some of the planer, and then again I've got my punched embellishments and another journaling card, just homing in on the, you know, favourite parts of the collection. Beautiful. I mean, that'd make a lovely birthday card, wouldn't it? Or a Mother's Day card, or anything, or a just because card. So these collections are really versatile. You could very easily use them for card making, album making, just about anything. And that's that beautiful vellum paper again. Absolutely gorgeous. So again, beautiful middle spread. I always choose one of the main images for a middle spread, and then when you open it, boom, you can see it in its full glory, and that is just beautiful. I really enjoyed creating this. It's so soft and pretty. Okay. And then here I just used some more embellishments just to make that corner pretty. And these are the fussy cuts from the kit. And here I used more, and I just made a little tiny tuck for little tiny tags. Another belly band, using up scraps again. I had some of that birdcage paper. I liked it when I made it, but I thought, it's a little bit busy. So what I did was I homed in on the individual bird cages, punched them out, punched out a slightly larger circle for the background, and now it looks amazing. So, you know, you can use the papers in different ways. Somebody said to me last week, I don't think I've got all of the collection. I think I'm missing some, judging by what I was sharing. You've got to remember that I will shrink pages down, I'll punch bits out, I do all sorts. I never just use the pages just as they are, except for the actual pages for the journal. For decoration, I'm always thinking of different ways to use them. Okay. Beautiful. I love this bunny. Absolutely gorgeous. Lots and lots of writing space. Somebody's going to really have fun with this journal, making it their own, adding the thoughts or the prayers or the gratitude or the doodles or the reminders, whatever. And you've got pretty little pockets to put things in. And we've got this gorgeous page at the back. And then here we've got the repeat of the interactive element. Again, with journaling cards, or you could use them for photos. It just extends like the memory keeping element of it, and I do like including that in my journals because I think it would be really lovely to journal and add photographs as well. Another journaling card there. I just used leftovers. I wasn't too worried whether it was a specific image. It just all looked beautiful however you cut it. And then turn there, we've got the little chicken coop there with the chicks, or the chucks, or whatever you call them. And another little journaling card there. And then here we've got some more of the lovely larger mats. So you could use this for journaling, you could put photos on it, you could use it as a writing board. If your journal starts and gets a bit chunker, you could put that in, you know, and then write, and then to give you a bit more sturdiness. Although with this style of journal, it's not really necessary because I've not overfilled it with embellishments. And like I say, do that on purpose because this is meant for writing. Okay, so there we go. I had real fun making this. I love the clean, fresh look of it and the clean and simple design of it and the clean and simple decorating. And it's lovely and sturdy because of how it's been constructed, so it will stand the test of time. Okay, so I hope you like that. I hope you can get some ideas and inspiration. I did add tabs as well. Always a winner. If you've got quite a plain journal, you know, these will just make it look lovely, even at the first glance. So there you go. Hope that you enjoyed that flip through. I hope it gives you some ideas. I hope it reminds you that you don't have to pack every single page full of stuff. It is okay to have nice plain pages. Look how flat that's laying. It's not like this. It's not all bulky because it's full of embellishments. I can open each page with ease. I'm not like this, trying to go through my pages because it's so crammed with stuff. And this is what I like. I want it to lay pretty flat and so that it's functional. Okay? So just remember, nothing wrong with overfilling journals and going crazy with embellishments, but now and again, just give a clean and simple one a try and see how you like it. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.